There's an alien in my toilet. Issue number 3. I Chihuahua. And Do These Monsters on Planet Cthulhu. Coming to Kickstarter September 20th. Sign up today for a free digital print. Don't forget to send your email to get your print. Let's go. Welcome to the Craze in 10 or less. This is a show where I give it to you in 10 minutes or under. And if I don't, well, it's been a while, so you have to pardon me, right? Give me a pardon me, whatever. Anyway, if everybody's an expert, what does that make you? That's the topic of the day. I'm Sam the Crazy Man Vera. Stop acting up. Let's get it. All right. So, everybody seems to be an expert today. Everybody's toting around. I have a podcast, so I'm an expert. I have a published book, so I'm an expert. I have a successful this, so I'm an expert. So what happens? You keep hitting walls left and right. So you have no other place to turn but to these experts. Why are they experts? And why are you running to them? What's the difference between them and you? That's a good question. Really good question. I'm hoping to answer that for you. Again, this is one man's point of view. I'm just sitting here saying, it's been a while. Let's come up with a topic. I thought that was a great topic because every time I turn on social media, there's an expert. Someone's selling something. And I'm the first one to say that I've reached out to some of these experts that really were not experts, and I took a loss here and there because I hit walls, right? And so you turn to these people who you think are going to be, but they really say it's really cups half full. And so here's the deal. When it comes down to the bare minimum, I think the difference between someone who claims to be an expert in you is the grind. So here's what I mean. They followed the playbook. So you hear everybody say from bodybuilding, if you do this and if you eat this and if the routine, you have to have a routine, you have to have a specific diet, and if you do all these things, without deviating, you can get this result. So for the average guy and girl that are going to the gym, right? And they say, I go to the gym an hour a day, 2 hours a day, but I'm not getting these results. Okay, well, let's look at the rest of your day. What does the rest of the day entail? What did you eat before you went to the gym? Was it just a coffee? Was it a muffin? What did you eat after you went to the gym? Right? Did you go get some flapjacks? Did you go and meet the girls or the boys and go to a club or go to a bar and boozed it up? You got to look at the sugar intake, all these other things. And this is the reason why the ones who claim to be experts are really the ones who are following the playbooks. They're doing the right things. They're regimented, right? Same thing in publishing. You hear these guys, I'm a published writer, so I know everything there is to know about writing. And so you need to listen to me, young lad, and you need to pay me this fee if you want my consultation. What happened was the person wrote a book that finally, after dozens and dozens of submissions, somebody accepted and the audience picked up and enjoyed it, right? There's the difference, right? So how many times did Charles Schultz get turned down? How many times did Jim Davis get turned down? How many times did people run into walls before they got picked up? The argument can be made that Rob Liefeld, the biggest critics say that he wasn't a true artist because his anatomy, his perspective, proportions, all these other stuff, but he became one of the biggest global phenomenons, right? Because somebody saw something in his work and gave him a shot. That's the difference. This is why it makes them an expert. What happens is they got an invitation into the club. So where does that leave you? Where it leaves you is the mirror. Looking in the mirror and saying, what have I not done which caused me to get here? What is the reason why I'm still here and that guy's over there? Well, all the reasons why I can't commit 100% is the reason why he's over there and I'm over here. I can't because I need to work full time. I can't because of this. I can't because of that. I can't because of that. All these things come into play. So if you commit part time, the results are going to mirror that, unless somebody saw something in you, somebody saw something in your work, and picked you up. That's the difference. So what I say is, before you go out and invest in an expert and go and everybody, the biggest thing for the independent right now is trying to be successful on Kickstarter, try to get more backers so everyone's claiming to be consultants and everyone's charging. I got duped, and I went and I didn't get any return on that investment. And all you have to do is go to Kickstarter and read the rules. Kickstarter tells you exactly what's going to make your campaign successful if you follow it to the letter. Most people, I don't have time to follow all that stuff. That's too stringent. They don't understand my craft. They don't understand what I'm doing, right? I need to have this kind of graphic. They said I can't use text. I need to have text. They said I can't have this. I need to have that. So then when you don't get that visibility, the ownership is on you, right? So the moral of the story is read the playbook. The moral of the story is just watch how the game is played and then train to be just as good in the game. And then when you're playing the game, that's when you can develop the enhanced set of skills. You understand that? So once you get in the door, it's a whole different world. It's just getting in the door is the hard part, right? So that means you have to make sure you have quality content, that you're consistent with your writing, all these other stuff. You got to have the package ready. When you're in the door, now you have to learn the whole, don't assume you know how the game is played, because it's different when you're on the other side. It's different when it becomes a business. It's different when there's other people involved, stakeholders involved, right? So save your money, Sonny, before you go out, and take it from somebody with experience who's went out to experts. And all I realized is that I could have just done this myself. I just wanted a shortcut, right? And shortcuts, what happens? Get you cut. You start bleeding. You need some Band-Aids, right? I don't want any Band-Aids. No Band-Aids for me. So train hard, work hard, stay focused, stay committed, and you'll get there. Don't take shortcuts. Don't be quick to give your money to somebody who's claiming to be an expert. Do your due diligence. What makes them an expert? What's the difference? Go and comp shop. Go and look at, what are they doing that I'm not doing? Oh, I can do that. Well, if you say you can do it, then just do it. Just do it. Anyway, what are your thoughts about this subject? Do you have a comment about this? Put it in the comments below. We're going to talk about this further on Thursday on the Morning Brew with the Crazy Crew. If you'd like to participate in that conversation, join us in the live chat, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, only here on Catch the Craze TV. So, have you signed up for the launch of There's an Alien in My Toilet? Issue number 3. We're up to 3, baby. Yes, Chihuahua. Dude, finally gets into a house. He meets a Chihuahua named Herman. He's got a joint extraterrestrial task force on his in hot pursuit of him, right? There's a whole lot of stuff going on. But that's not all. This is a double feature. There is Duty's Monsters on Planet Cthulhu. What? There's a Planet Cthulhu? I'm telling you, it's on the Outer Rim. Duty has to travel to the Outer Rim. He doesn't have to. He wants to. He doesn't need to. He's not trained to. He's not a soldier, but he thinks he is. So he's going out there against the better judgment of his friends, and they're trying to convince him not to, and he goes out there, bites off more than he can chew, and now he has to figure out how to escape the clutches of the mighty Cthulhu and his army. Crazy stuff. It's a double feature. A lot of stuff going on. Help us get to 100 signups. We're at 32 as of the recording of this show. I hope that you sign up, and I hope that you be there. With that said, subscribe, like, hit that button. I appreciate you. This is the Crazy Channel. I'm glad to be back. Talk to you soon. Peace.